Welcome to Dino-World, where adventure, luxury, and history come to life. Explore a world where real dinosaurs roam free, and they're always friendly, thanks to our genetically modified magic. Relax in our 5-star resorts, offering the perfect mix of comfort and excitement. Also enjoy world-class cuisine with a historic twist. Meet and interact with your favorite dinosaurs up close at our one-of-a-kind petting zoo. Whether you're seeking luxury or thrill, Dino-World has it all.
Gonna fly away, go a million miles, and take a holiday.
Dino-World, where dreams meet history and memories are made.
Where the crowds are gone, I'll hear the sirens.
Now that's a place I want to go to, Dino-World. Now in case you're wondering what that was basically a little test I did of the new filmmaking tools that Artlist provides. Now Artlist, for those of you who follow me, you probably know that I've been using them for my music, but they have actually a lot more now than music. So if you go to their website, they offer stock footage, sound effects, but they also have now AI tools. So I've already used in a bunch of videos their AI voiceover tools, and the whole voiceover in this video that you guys watched was actually created using that. And now they just released the AI image and video generation. And I would say sort of the thing that really makes their tools or AI video generation really stand out from the rest is that they make it really simple. So if you have an idea, you know, let's say maybe you're a very visual person but not technical at all, and you don't know anything about LLMs or, you know, like some of the setting the parameters and stuff, well, you don't need to know anything, because you literally like go in there and you type in what you want to basically create. So for this video, obviously I started with a script, and I sort of, you know, I had this rough idea of like this Jurassic Park, you could say, on steroids. It's like really friendly, customer friendly, you know, with these crazy colors and all of that stuff. And then I just went and used their AI voiceover tools to generate the actual voiceovers. So very straightforward. You just type in your text here and you choose one of the voices that you want to hear. For example, like they got here, what is it, Showtime.
When the alarm rings, there's no turning back.
And you know, they got a lot of different voices.
In the frozen Arctic, amidst the serene beauty of sun.
So once I got my voiceovers done, then I just went through my sort of shot list and I started creating the shots. And again, it's very straightforward. So let's say we're gonna start off, and again, like one of the first images I actually created for this is was the guy riding the dinosaur. So I'll just type in something like that. So pretty straightforward. Man riding on the back of a dinosaur holding balloons in his hand while wearing bright colorful clothes with a big smile on his face, set inside of a theme park. Now you can select, they have basically different styles. So I actually used a different style. It was usually, most of it was this multi-purpose. I used a few of this macro and some of the cinematic earth. Now the reason why you have these styles is so that you don't have to sort of go in there and get really technical. Like the style kind of is gonna more or less, you could say, dictate already the look. So some of the more technical things, aspects, like when it comes to what the lighting's like, you know, camera settings, all of that stuff, that is already going to be basically done for you. Now you could just go like this, like you can see, very simple description, and I can just create an image. So you choose your you know, aspect ratio that you want. You can create more than one image at once, so you have more options to choose from. I'm just going to create one image right now. I could go in and get more specific, for example, about certain things. But if you want to, actually, you can also go and just click this enhance button. So you can, for example, just say man riding, you know, a dinosaur. Click enhance, and essentially what that does is it kind of the algorithm within Artlist AI, or at least that's kind of how I understand how it works. It will kind of look at your basic sort of command for the kind of shot that you're trying to create, and it's gonna sort of embellish it and add other things that it knows that then the AI can then work with it better and create more of a sort of a detailed, more elaborate shot. So you can see it added a whole bunch of things there, like a joyful man rides atop a vibrant dinosaur, clutching, array of colorful balloons. And so like all of the stuff, and it adds in there. You can read the whole thing. I won't bother right now, but for me, for example, I would actually want that dinosaur, like both of these dinosaurs don't seem very real, like they look almost like a cartoon. So maybe I'll go, maybe here I can go in and I can still change it. So writing atop photoreal dinosaur. And then here, we'll click generate. It shows you, by the way, see like this style, it costs 80 credits. So keep that in mind that the different styles basically cost different amounts of credits. And then again, let's see how this one looks. So definitely, yeah, the dinosaur looks better. And I can still go in there and let's say like, okay, I want it to be more of a close-up or wider shot or things like that. But as you can see, it added like all these details now where it's like more cinematic, it's kind of backlit and all these things. And that's sort of where this enhance basically tool works, is that it kind of looks at the style that you choose, and based on that, if you just put in a simple command, it will sort of embellish your description of it, so AI has something more to work with. And then, for example, if you look at the style catalog that they offer, like you can click on these, and you can kind of see different things that they've created using that style. Let's say we pick playful 3D. So as you can see, this is kind of like your Pixar sort of 3D animation, right? So for example, let's say I want to maybe go with this kind of style, not photoreal. Then I'll select this style, and I'll right away click enhance. So basically my description is going to get enhanced. And you see this one costs 120 credits. Click generate. And yeah, so for example, if I was trying to go for like this Pixar 3D animated look, this looks pretty cool. Again, you can keep on tweaking the description or just simply click generate, and each time it's going to generate something slightly different. But let's say I'm happy with this and I want to animate it. Then all you do is you can see once you've created your first image of the shot, you click animate, the button. It's going to take you here, image to video. And again, it will show you basically the suggested sort of prompt. Now, again, you can go in there and you can change it. Like if you want the camera to move in a specific way, let's say you want it to be very smooth moving, or you want it to be handheld kind of look, or you can put in a specific description for what you want the characters to do in the shot. So all of that stuff, you can kind of go in there, or you can leave it. Like in this case, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. You can choose your duration, so 5 or 10 seconds is the option, and then also your resolution. You can do 1080 full HD, or you can do 720p. So right now I'll leave it with that, because if you do increase this, see the credits, it takes twice as many credits. So right now I'll go this, because it costs 500 credits. I'll click animate, and let's see what it does. And there we have it. So looks pretty cool. Again, this is just the first try at it, and you can see how quickly you can create these shots. So let's say if I wanted to create this sort of a Dino-World commercial, but as a 3D animated film, well, you can see that's how easy it is to create it. And so you're just gonna go shot by shot, and you're gonna create all your shots. Afterwards, obviously, you put it all together. Now, one thing I really like here about sort of the set of tools that they have is that you can also like add it, for example, to your artboard. You can, for example, kind of, again, pick a style and then stick to that style, so your shots all have that similar kind of look, so the fit works together in the video. But the artboards is actually something really cool. Like I remember when I first started using Artlist, it was just for the music, obviously, and then they slowly started adding like other things, whether it's the sound effects, voiceovers. The AI voiceover is really helpful, or like the LUTs and other like templates that they have for graphics and stuff like that. But what's really cool is that they allow you to create these artboards. So whenever you're going to create one of these, you're going to put in your title and then the description, and that's kind of how it knows more or less what you're trying to create. And then when you go to the suggested here assets, it's actually going to suggest for you things like music, the different stock footage, sound effects, and actually all of the music that I used in this Dino-World sort of commercial, it was music that they suggested. Like, it just fit perfectly with the kind of style that I wanted. And that also makes it a lot easier, because I don't know about you, but like me, sometimes I find that like I end up spending sometimes more than the actual editing. Like I would, back in the day, I used to spend just browsing through all these music catalogs and libraries. Whereas now, again, it just makes it that much quicker to find the right kind of piece of music. And it's nice to have it all together in one place. So once you have, an account with Artlist, you can kind of get all your elements and you can create your own shots now for your videos. Now, what are some of the maybe things that are still not all the way there? And again, this is all being sort of work in progress. Obviously, this is the first version of this AI video generation that they released. First of all, in case you're wondering, they did not tell me which model or LLM, basically, large language model they're using. So I don't know which one they're using. Another thing to be aware of is that right now you still cannot create basically consistent characters or environments, at least in this version. Now, this is something I know that they mentioned they're going to be working on. How soon? Again, I don't know, but it is coming. Either way, it's really cool now to have yet another basically tool that allows you to create different video and audio assets for your video production. So definitely give Artlist a try if you haven't already. As always, for all the links and if there's any discounts I can get you guys or whatever, then again, it's all going to be down in the description of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you have any questions, suggestions for other videos, or comments, your opinions, again, share those in the comment section below. Or as always, you can head on over to my website at tomantosfilms.com and you can leave me a message there. That's it for this one. Bye.